Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another episode on the Hyperminers server. How you guys doing today? You know, I'm doing really good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope my weekend was pretty good. But anyhoozle, I am currently at the location of our new base area, and I've been flying around trying to map things out because we have a huge area to work with, of course. With our ice spikes biome, the thing is gigantic. And if you guys haven't been over here yet, I will be leaving a link down to the playlist down in the description. I have been over here before, but some people don't always watch all of the videos. I'll have it down there. That way you guys can go check that out. Watch from episode 1. You guys, there's not too much binge watching that you guys have to do. But I've been over here, and this place is gigantic, and I'm trying to map out exactly what I want to do, and it's really gonna be one of those. It's gonna be a huge build. It is. I've got a little area over here set aside. This is where we're gonna start out our stuff at, and then this giant area over here is where I'm gonna most likely put the bulk of our build. So I've started to plan out exactly what I want to do. And now my idea for it right now is I want to have the main castle be a part of this giant mountain. And I want to use this mountain inside of the actual build itself. One of the things that I thought to myself, and I said, I don't want to destroy the area. I want to be able to utilize a lot of the natural terrain. Like even this, I might even use this for something. Maybe even a floating something. I don't know, something magical maybe in the future. I want to use the land, and I want to be able to use it in its entirety. I don't want to start ripping stuff out, because part of me thought, I had an idea. I was like, what if I just ripped out this entire mountain and then flattened it all down and then built a castle on there and then had stuff around it? But then I was like, but then that would be a lot of work, and then I wouldn't be able to utilize the land, and I just decided not to do that. So I want to use this as the template for the castle. Now, personally, I think it's a really nice piece of land. We have a lot of, already set in shapes and stuff that we can utilize, and I've already thought of some really cool ideas that we can use this big open space for like walkways and stuff between areas. I think that'd be really cool, or even a lookout area, because I know a lot of castles have like that area where you can walk out and just overlook the town, because part of me wants to have a little town here. And then I want to utilize this area down here as well for something else. Now, part of me, I know I'm doing a lot of creative stuff at the beginning of this episode. None of this is going to be done. None of this is going to be done today. Today, I want to. I've already done the move. I've got most of my stuff in my inventory, along with in my backpack. I got all of this stuff here. Our old base has now been stripped clean. Everything is now on my person. So if I die, I'm screwed. Everything's gone. It'd just be funny. It'd be great for television, but I would literally die inside. But I'm right now. What I'm doing is I want to do my move first. I need to get a lot of resources gathered. I probably will start a quarry pretty soon, and that means I'm gonna have to get into RF, which shouldn't be very difficult, but I want to get into that so that way I can get some power online. That way I can run a quarry, and that way I can kind of get that stuff going and have a lot of resources ready and available for this, because this build's going to take a lot of stone, a lot of ice. I want to use a lot of ice during this build as well. Lots of blues. I really want a lot of blues. I need to kind of get an idea for a template for this, for a color palette at least, an overall color palette. So I want to use a lot of whites, blues, grays, and just different stuff in between that, of course. And also, I need to figure out a flag, because one of the things I'm going to be needing in the future is a flag, because all castles have flags. But what I had an idea was I had an idea to have our castle there, a wall stretching out between here all the way around in here, back in through here, and then the wall stretching back through here, cutting off here. I might have a different area set over here, maybe even a giant church. I don't know. I could have 2 little pillars and then a walkway through there. That could be a cool idea. And then having the wall stretch to here, and then this be the castle. Of course, there'd be huge castle walls there. And then, of course, the wall would extend from here back over through here. And then, of course, part of me wants to have like a big, gigantic bridge connecting here to here, and then having something down here as well. I don't exactly know what it would be. Maybe a separate town. Very possible. Very possible. But this is all stuff that we're going to be doing in the future. I thought I'd go ahead and give you guys an idea what's going in my brain place. Of course, I'll be able to assess what's feasible and what's not feasible in the future. Just with time restraints. Of course, with Minecraft, you can do just about anything. So, and of course, with modded, oh, this might sound like a huge build, but we have access to a lot of stuff to make this stuff easier. Like builders, we have builders 1s, resident exchangers. We have all this different stuff that can help us change and then move blocks and then make things so much easier, which is the reason why I wanted to do this huge build inside of modded. So anywho, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an outline of what's in my brain right now. And then the first thing I want to do today is I want to go ahead and get our stuff kind of scattered out and figured out where exactly we're going to put our starter house. I'm going to of course build that into the little scenery that we're going to have here pretty soon, but I want to put our starter house, I don't know why, but I want to put it here. I thought it would be an interesting place to put it. I'm probably going to take this down a couple levels, that way I have a little bit more room to put it. But I thought this hillside would be really cool to have like a little house there. But yeah, I've got all my stuff here and I'm going to have to start gathering, well, I'm going to have to start getting it set out the way that I want it. And yeah, once I do that, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I have been a little bit busy. I've got myself a house going. So right now it's just kind of like a rough outline of what is in my head. I'm just kind of placing blocks while I'm going and then just kind of placing more blocks when I think that would kind of look cool, and then I've got this. So far what I've done is I've got myself a bottom layer that's sitting on top of a flat piece of land, of course, and then on the inside I've tried to make it into like an L shape so I can give myself a little bit more room to work with. For down here. And then what I did was I went up a level and I got another big area up here. Mostly, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this space. I've got a lot of machines and stuff that I'm going to have sprouted out everywhere, so I want to have as much space as possible. Also, I've got a little balcony area up here. Most likely, I'm going to be using this for mostly solar stuff, so that way I have stuff outside, because all of this is going to be roofed in when I get done. And of course, there's going to be a floor here as well. But yeah, I'm starting to work a little bit on this. I've got my AE system out here, which, by the way, having to keep going is kind of difficult, because what I have to do is I have to throw some generator power in there, get this online, then grab some coal, and then place the coal block in there. And luckily for me, these things don't take too much power, so I can run this entire thing off of just one generator. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I've got everything kind of set up here. I'm kind of building as I go. I know a lot of you are probably wondering, why am I not doing this on screen? It's because it's boring. What I'm doing, if you guys are wondering, is I'm listening to this. Hold on, I could probably play like a little bit of it, but hopefully this isn't too loud. I'm listening to this while I'm playing. Now, if you guys don't know this is the soundtrack for the inside of Hyrule Castle, and I'm using that as inspiration. I don't know why. I'm using that as like getting my blood pumping from medieval kind of stuff while I'm building, and it's what it's doing. It's bringing back memories of all the castles and stuff and the architecture that I've seen there. If you guys have ever done that before, let me know in the comment section. I do that a lot when I was studying in college too, in high school as well. Whenever I would play music that I was listening to while I was studying, while I was doing other things during other things, and I would remember stuff a lot easier. So it's just a little tidbit for you guys. I'm gonna get back to work and I'll see you guys in a second. Look at it, it's starting to come along. It's becoming a thing. Check this out. So what I've done so far is I have added some detail. I've also added the roof. The roof is now on. I've also added a lot of detail around the outside. You guys are probably skeptical with the outline of the builds, like the frame and stuff, but hey, it's starting to become a thing. I really like it. I really like it. So what I've done first, so what I did, okay, so I know there's been a lot of different changes with it. Let's go ahead and do what my process was while I was doing it. Okay, so I had the frame of the house. So the next thing that I did was I thought to myself, I said, self, what do I want to do on top? I need a roof. I need a roof, and I want it to look good. So what I did originally, was I had this squared off like so at a big triangle, but then I thought to myself, I was like, I don't like that because it really didn't match. It was too big, it was way too bulky. So what I did was I matched the front of the house, because I had if you remember from the outline originally, it was an L shaped. I had a little L here that ran off to here and then squared off like that. So I wanted to make it to where it kind of matched from the front to the back. So what I did was I triangled off the roof here, and then I matched it on the back. And then I was like, okay, that kind of looks good, but how am I going to do it on this side? So what I did was I triangled off this side as well, on this side of the L, and I connected it here, and it went really well. I didn't figure it was going to, but it actually came out really good. So what I did that with the roof, and then of course I kind of capped them all off with the cobblestone look. Now I do have a big bare spot here that I am going to be putting a window in here. I just haven't done it yet. Also, I plan on putting a window here as well. I'm probably going to center it. Let's see. The roof actually stretches from here to here, so I might center it somewhere in this area. It might look a little wonky, but hey, it's a thing. So yeah, we're gonna have a window there and on this side as well, on the same side. So that way we have a window here, here, and then over here as well. That way it breaks up the plain spruce. I want to make sure it kind of has like a little bit of a addition or a flair to it, as you may say. Anywho, that's the roof. Kind of went ahead, did the roof in that general manner, and then I was like, okay, so we've got a lot of spruce, got cobblestone, it's still plain. So then I started adding these support structures. So I started adding stuff on the ends to try to give it a little bit less of a busy. Well, I wanted to be kind of busy, but I didn't want it to be as plain as it was. So I wanted to add some looks to it. So what I did was I added some support structures on the side. They kind of do two different things. They kind of give it a little bit of a rustic look, but at the same time they add a little structure to it because I know the roof is not gonna fall off in Minecraft, but you never know. So I decided to add these guys here. I definitely wanted to add them on the triangle so that it kind of matches a little bit. I really like how I went with the design. It looked really good in my opinion. I went ahead and put one here. I did on all the diagonal bits. I put a support structure, and then I did it on the inside as well. It's gonna look a little weird on the inside, I know that. I'm gonna have to figure out, hey buddy, how's it going? We are having rabbits coming through here. Maybe they like it or not. I don't know. Maybe we might catch some rabbits. I know they're good for food. He ran away from that one. So I started to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do for the actual the windows and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna board this up so that way you can't see these guys from the outside, well, from the inside. I have a big window here. I have two big old windows here. I'm probably gonna board this up, have two windows there, board that up, have like maybe a small window and then one big window, and then I don't know how that's going to work on that side. These guys do kind of interfere with the windows, so I'll kind of work with that as I go. Up here as well, windows, of course. I'm going to have windows here. I had a little balcony here. The balcony's turning out really well. It's starting to snow. That's the reason I like snow biomes. You don't have to deal with rain, you deal with snow. I love snow. Snow looks so much better than rain. And now they slept. Oh, bye snow, bye snow. Armitage is on with me today. But bye snow. So yeah, the house is coming out pretty well. I like it so far. I still got some finishing touches that I gotta do. I still gotta do a lot on the inside, of course. And then once I get that, I'll see you guys in a second. Oh, sorry, Skelly Belly. All right, so I'm putting the finishing touches up on our house, and I'm starting to figure out, a big problem with myself, and my problem is I can never find a place to stop. I always want to continue adding stuff. I'm never satisfied with what we have. So what I've done since the last cut is I've added in the glass, and I hate it. I hate the glass so much, but it's the only glass panes that we have other than colored glass, and I don't have any resources into making like quite clear glass, or wait, the clear glass. I don't know. Can I make quite clear glass? I didn't even think of looking into that. I don't even know if that would even work. Let me just grab me some glass and I can chisel this. I guess I could have used quite clear glass. I'm out of glass now. Of course, hindsight's always 20/20. Am I right on that one? They got that kind of glass. But yeah, they have a bunch of different glass. No, we don't have quite clear glass because we don't have Ender IO. So yeah, that's a no-go on that one. But anywho, so I added in the glass. I hate it. I am going to be changing that out in the future. I just don't like the streaks. I really don't like them. I went ahead. I added in this over here. Wait, where'd you go? This over here, I said. I added in the balcony. I double purposed this. I also had it as a window, but then I also made it into a balcony because why not? Why can't you have a balcony? It's going to have a great overlook on not only the town that's going to be here, but also the entrance to the castle that's going to end up being there. Take a look, guys. Can't wait till we can get started with that one. Also, started adding some little bits and pieces on the end. Now, I wanted to break up the monotony of this over here. So this is what it originally looked like. The pillar just kind of met the roof, and I really didn't like it. It's very plain. So I wanted to add something, just like a little piece that would kind of tie it in. I've done this. I did it on accident. I did it completely on accident. I like how it looks. But I'm kind of stuck here. I've got number one. If you guys can tell the difference, I got this one here. This one actually, I really did this one on accident. And I was like, oh, that kind of looks cool. So I'll let you guys see it. So I got number one, and then I got number two. So the difference is this part. So this part lines up with these stairs on this side and makes an L shape. But this one lines up with the block here and then makes an L shape. And I don't know which one I like more. And what really bugs me is you can't make crackstone stairs, crackstone brick stairs. Why can't you do that? I wish you could make crackstone brick stairs. That'd be so great, because then of course they'd have the cracks in it and kind of go along with the really rundown rustic feel, the crackstone. I love crackstone. It looks great. I really wish you could make that into stairs, but you can't. Super sad panda. But yeah, I've got number 1. Well, actually, no, this is number 2, and I got number 1. Let me know in the comment section. Number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2. I like them both. I don't know which one to choose. I'm leaning towards this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace another one over here. I'm just gonna mirror out one of those, and then of course I'll see what you guys say, and then down in the comment section, of course, I'll change all of them depending upon what you guys like the best. And I think the outside's done. I think I need to stick a fork in it and be done with it, because every time I look at this, I'm like, oh wait, I could add this and this and this. I don't want it to be too busy. I decided not to add these here because I figured I really don't need them. I really don't need them up top. I'm mostly just, I don't even know what I'm gonna use up here. I don't know what I'm gonna put up here. Extra machines, maybe? Power generation, maybe? I'm probably gonna turn this into my beginner base. Well, actually, it's kind of like mid-tier base because we had our beginner base. But I'm gonna be turning that into this while I'm actually working on the castle itself, because there's so many different parts that I'm gonna be doing to the castle. Now, the thing with the castle, it's going to be multi-purpose, because we've got different mods that utilize different things in the different areas, and I plan on not cramming all that stuff into one spot. I want to space that out and make it into like different areas throughout the castle. Like, one of the things that I had in mind was Tinker's Construct, blacksmith area for the castle. I think that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, and of course we have Britannia that has gardening, like gardening stuff. We'll have like a big garden area for Britannia. Of course there's other mods that involve stuff like that. Astral Sorcery will have a huge church. I think that'd kind of go well with the church theme. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, there's a lot of other things that we could do to the castle. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have any ideas for that one. I think we're running out of time for this episode. Unfortunately, I think I'm done. I'm gonna continue working on the inside. Basically, all I've got left to do is I'm gonna tie all of this together. I'm gonna try to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do on the inside. I have added in the windows. It does kind of look a little wonky from the inside, but of course when I start adding stuff in it, all of that monotonous space is going to go away, and then of course we're going to have stuff kind of scattered about on the inside. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put the staircase. I have an idea. I'm putting it over here so that way we can go from floor 1 to 2 and then up into the attic. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about this one. I think I plan on putting this as a backdoor entrance to something out here. I don't know what I would put out here. Snow biomes kind of limit to what you're gonna do. Oh, those baddies. I need to put a magnum torch over there. I've got magnum torches spread out everywhere. I've got one there, I got one over there, and I've got one back there as well. Trying to limit the spawns throughout this area because I do not like spawns. I might take that one away and stick it over there. They're really not that too expensive, so I can mass produce those. Anywho, that is gonna be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys had fun today because I had a ton of fun today. So don't forget, guys, if you hated this video, you guys know where to put it. But if you did enjoy, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Like I always say, you guys been showing this make sport. On all of our series so far, I want to say thank you guys for making sport. Guys, I do mean that. Thank you for sitting through the entire video, because not a lot of people do that. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys like the videos enough to actually sit through the entirety of the video. And I'm really glad for those of you, and I'm really thankful for those of you guys who are actually doing that and posting comments and participating in the videos. It really means a lot because it keeps me going. It keeps me making videos. Yeah, you guys know how that, you guys know how that is. I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys always show in these videos. So yeah, don't forget to post any questions, comments, comment section down there. Over it for me, guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great and wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next video.